and then all you can really point to is like sort of historical or historians backing up that there was like some resurrected. There's nothing like
Yes, there
scientific.
is.
There's
No,
nothing
there's evidence
scientific to
of
back that up
there
Bro,
never
because
would have been.
There's
the
literally
idea of
there's evidence
resurrection
that
is
Jesus resurrected,
scientifically,
bro. What are you
biologically
talking about?
impossible.
hold
That
on,
is
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Thing called the
Keep in
Bible.
mind, these guys generally believe that the Earth was created 6,000 years ago. You guys generally believe
Yeah.
that the Earth was made
Well,
Well,
6,000
the
years
Earth
ago.
definitely wasn't created a
Like-
million years ago.
Oh my God, bro.
What? Why not, bro? Why would we be the first
a
people here?
million years. Oh my gosh.
Why would the first people here be intelligent, bro? That makes no sense.
Like,
What
it's
are you,
crazy, you know.
are you insulting me right now?
This guy's trolling, bro. I'm not even taking this.
my
No,
days.
who's trolling? Who's trolling?
Look at the fit, bro. You're
Crazy
dressed
because,
like a
like,
Reddit man.
yo, like these guys genuinely believe that God designed the planet.
Who is
with creating
trolling?
planets.
Who's trolling?
Who's trolling?
It's
Huh?
6,000 years ago. God created the planet.
And you're gonna tell
6,000
me
years ago. God
that
created the
the
planet.
And you're gonna
No,
tell
no,
me
God didn't create the planet. He created the entire universe. Created galaxies. Created
Okay,
everything.
wait.
How can you
So-
sit here and tell me that it
wait.
perfectly happened? Like
Where
everything
is the
happened
evidence?
It
perfectly.
didn't happen
Oh,
perfectly.
but
There's many
hey,
imperfections.
you know why? You know why I think religion is a stupid
And you're
debate?
gonna
'Cause, like,
tell
no
me-
matter what, you can believe whatever you want. There's no proof that he was real, and neither the proof that he wasn't real. So you can believe it's all in faith, bro. So it's all your choice.
Exactly, bro.
So
Exactly.
debating religion is stupid, but religion doesn't have
Where
nothing to
is the
do with
evidence
harm.
though?
It didn't
And-
happen perfectly.
so yeah,
There's
hey,
many.
hey,
Wait,
yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
does.
So,
Are
you know why-
It
you know-
does
Because
harm
you
our
said that
society.
you proven, and if you're like, oh, it's just that's you
That's
have to
what the
have
LGBTs
that
do.
exists.
Talk
It's
about harm.
harmful though.
I believe that God exists and Jesus existed, but there's no proof that he did and no proof that he wasn't. So arguing and
Eventually there
debating
will
over
be,
this
though.
is stupid.
Eventually
Said the
we're
opposite
gonna
like
figure it
5
out.
minutes ago.
Open mechanism,
We
bro.
will
Like,
never have it like that one person said, like Jesus, God love or whatever. There's like we never know what really happens after death.
Yo,
my
why,
God.
So-
why are you trying? Why are you
I
doing
don't know.
that, bro?
I
Why are you
don't
signing?
know why you're saying. Oh my! I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why you're saying. Oh my! I don't know why you sign when you say. I don't know why you sign when you say 3 as free, bro. Be quiet. You say 3 as free, so just be quiet, bro.
Dude, you
Because
really
he has
think
an
you really
accent,
think
what?
you really think a God would base everything on faith? Look around us. Nothing in nature is based on faith. That is a completely human construct. Nothing around us says
What
that
about
any God would
pregnancy?
be all
Pregnancy
loving.
is based on faith.
Okay. Wait.
No,
So
it's
wait.
not.
Wait. Boo.
Marriage is based on faith.
Boo.
Relations.
Boo,
What are you
boo.
talking
What's up?
about?
What's up?
Do you have a religion? Do you have a religion, or you're just not religious at all? You're not. So you're
I don't
atheist.
believe in God.
Well,
I'd say
like
like
that-
I'd probably
I'm not
I'm
asking
mostly
that.
like
That was a
agnostic
tough one to
atheist.
decipher.
I'm not asking if you believe in God. I'm asking you if you have your own religion.
No, religion is based around God, so no.
Not.
Bro,
Not.
Well, that's
okay.
not
Okay.
true. There's
Wait,
certain,
hold on.
That's
Hold on.
not
Wait,
true.
For God, like Buddhism.
All
That's
religions
true.
aren't based around God. So
I
you're
don't believe in
wrong.
the afterlife.
God or God.
You believe in
No, not all
afterlife, or you don't
religions
believe
are
in
based
afterlife.
around God,
There's
so-
no afterlife, no.
Why do you think that?
There's no reason to be.
Exactly, bro.
Yes,
Wait,
it's
you
Why-
guys
why-
know how
there's
Why
not
would there be an
afterlife?
afterlife, bro? That's complete code.
Do you have any
Nothing
proof?
we- No, dude. We're not gonna have this circular conversation. There is no. We can't find out. We don't know. We never will.
There is proof that there
You
will
will find out when
actually
you die. What do you mean?
actually
You won't though. You will.
there's proof like this stuff that says in the Bible. There's proof that actually happened in real life.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Well,
what?
you're
What
using the
happened?
Bible.
Like harm.
You said
That
proof
was
in
how
Bible.
using
This
the
was
Bible is
science.
real.
I'm
That's
sorry,
so
dog.
true
You're
reasoning.
taking your evidence from the Bible. Am I hearing this right, bro? You're
What?
taking your evidence
Yeah,
from the
okay.
Bible.
This conversation has to be.
No.
assuming that
I'm
God
not.
is not real,
I'm
bro.
not
Otherwise
saying. I'm not saying. I'm saying that this thing, things that were said in the Bible has been proven to be real in real life.
Yeah, because it was
actual
made
life.
by
Like-
humans.
Yeah, it
bro.
doesn't
but
prove
like name
God,
like
though.
5.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
don't name 5. We don't need to hear
The
that.
covenant.
Oh. Okay,
No,
wait.
bro.
I
This
want to
can
ask
all
you
be-
a
this
question.
can all
The
be
Ten
fake.
Amendments.
Wait, I want to ask him a question. Big
So
J,
the 10
what book do
Amendments
you
are
follow?
real.
Bro.
What
What?
book do you follow? What book do you
Shush.
follow?
What?
What book do I follow?
Yeah, what denomination are you part of?
I'm a Christian, and I follow the
my
Bible, and I
God,
follow
bro.
God.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
bro.
gosh,
You don't
bro.
know-
Your
you don't know
opinion
what
is your
denomination
opinion is
you're
different
part
than
of,
mine,
bro.
bro. I gotta
You
sigh
don't know what
all the time.
denomination you're part of. You don't know what
Yeah.
denomination you're part of, bro. You don't know
Are
what
you gonna tell
denomination.
him, Paco?
What
Huh?
denomination are you part of?
I'm not part of a denomination because I'm not Christian.
Wait, let's get
Oh,
back to
so
the
why
topic.
can he not be a part of the denomination, but you have? And he has
Exactly.
Because
you
he's
cannot be.
Christian.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
Like,
trolling.
Oh
This-
my
this-
god.
See, Paco,
Let's
this is the
talk about
problem
the
with your
topic.
logic.
Yo, what denomination are you part of? You're Christian, but what denomination are you part of? Are you
What
Catholic? Are you
denomination are you part of?
Non-denominational, bro.
no, I'm Christian, but I'm not Catholic. I'm just a Christian. I'm not.
No,
I'm
the
not
No,
the.
that's not
denominator
what
goes
he's
on the bottom,
meaning,
and the
bro.
numerator goes on top.
Oh my
You
god.
follow.
Yo,
You follow one
Christians-
What do you
specific.
mean it's
brother,
not the
Christian
I
same?
has
fo- I
denominations.
follow
dude.
Christian values.
You follow non-denominational Christian values, bro. That's what you follow.
Okay, so what book do you follow?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
You know,
The
some
Bible. I
denominations
just
have
said
specific-
that.
Okay. No,
Oh my
you know,
god.
Let's calm down,
I guess,
guys.
bro. I guess, bro.
I
Yo,
just
stop
said that. You're
hating,
asking
bro.
the same question already, bro.
guess,
I
bro.
just said that.
I
You
guess.
didn't even know what denominations were before right now.
I just said I follow Christian values. Are you stupid? Are you
Alright,
slow?
Brother,
Can you
no.
hear?
Okay, AJ.
We can't really. Okay, bro. We can't really talk about like we can't really try and convince people of religion in this conversation. It's not really productive.
I'm not trying to
We're
convince
talking
nobody about
about-
religion, bro.
We're talking. Okay, we can't be talking about proof that God's real and stuff. That's not really what this is about.
I got
This is about
something because
Yeah,
Paco
man.
reported
really
me.
being a net good on the society.
Like,
I think you got waste your time.
Tired of him. Like, what did he stupid? I literally said they're literally rated me. I literally said I follow the Christian values and I follow the
That
Bible.
was
And he
very.
was like, oh no, what?
Um,
Hold up.
It was just dumb.
Gosh, bro.
Yo, can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
So actually, like, started to make me mad.
Yo,
I just think people that are
You.
stupid.
yo,
How's it
no,
all
no,
day?
no, no, no. What you don't understand is denominations are literally. Okay, my bad. I meant to mute on Roblox. My bad.
I said I follow the Christian values. Exactly what I said.
So that was a
He started
roast.
yelling at me for not saying like, I don't
Are
know
you
denomination. I
guys
said
done
that.
with this
I said
topic?
as soon as I said that, I said I follow the Christian values.
Christianity has denominations, bro.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
it's like
And
Baptist,
I-
yes, Baptist, non-denominational, yeah, all that.
I tend to think
Yes, I don't
that,
follow.
like,
I'm not a Baptist. I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Christian that has no
I wouldn't say religion
denomination.
in general. It's like
So
in
then,
all
yeah, so
religions. I would say that like
non-denominational,
the
yes.
most popular religions.
That's
like,
what I
like,
said,
really
and he started
depends-
yelling at
it
me.
depends
do
on
more
your
harm than it
church.
gets to
So-
society, especially because like
Hey,
the
Joe, you gotta
perceived
join
good
back, bro. Do not
that
let them
it does to
buzz you
society
like
is
that.
basically as like
But I can't, bro.
well,
I'm
like I
VC
said,
banned.
most of it is just
I'll-
giving people
I'll
a coping
stream
mechanism
my,
that actually
thing.
like limits them to actually I guess thinking
Like, bro,
about
I
what
literally
they're
told
going
them
through
that
in a way that is
I'm a
actually,
Christian with
like,
no denomination.
productive,
I'm not a
actually
Catholic
healthy.
or a
Right? I
Baptist.
don't think
I'm just.
that religion provides a
like-
healthy coping mechanism.
My
I think it
gosh, bro,
provides
they're so
delusion,
slow.
and I don't think that's good.
Illusion.
Yeah.
Not to
I think
mention,
All right, I'm
Yeah,
it takes away
muting up.
power from
Bro.
the human being as
it
well.
does. Right.
Takes
But
away
then when we
power.
talk about-
Atheists believe in
Can I
nothing.
finish? That
Oh my
we can get
God,
into that.
We can talk
but-
about it after. Let her-
Yeah,
let her
when we
finish.
talk about like harms, I feel like
I'm
the
joining
harms
back and
are
speaking my
obvious.
mind,
I'm
bro.
not gonna say that like actually no, I'll say that religion is often used to justify harms. Like it's definitely used
Yeah.
to justify harms. Like that's not a good thing. But I do think the
Science,
argument that people
bro.
use when they're like, oh, we'll separate the person from the religion. But the thing is that the person takes an interpretation of like whatever text they're referring to. So in some way it is upheld by their religion, right? Just because some people want to take their text as metaphorical instead of literal and some people are the opposite, that doesn't actually mean that you can separate the person from the religion. It just means that that religion is easily
No, they're
co-opted.
taking
Yeah,
words
what
out
is
of
he
context. They're not using it properly.
That's not what I'm saying.
Speaking.
Oh
But
my
you can
God,
debate
bro.
that. I mean,
Like,
it
literally.
depends on specific context. But you can't just make it
I mean,
like
you can take anything out of context and weaponize
out of
it. Not only
context, but
religion.
everything has to be interpreted. And because religion is inherently
They're telling me to
subjective,
calm
you
down, but I
can't
was
say that their
calm, bro.
interpretation is going to be wrong. You can say that you don't agree with it, but is it wrong? It's subjective.
I mean,
I
by
don't
that
get what
logic,
they're saying
everything
by,
is
like,
subjective. I mean,
That's not
there's
true.
no proof that
every-
somebody died
I mean,
and came
the
back.
thing
My
is,
grandma
that's
literally died for
subjective.
5 minutes and then she
Other
came
than
back to
life and
Well,
death.
I-
Exactly. There's
ideology
proof
is
that
not
people
subjective.
have died and came back.
Exactly. Like,
I was gonna say
I
that,
mean,
but
yeah,
then I got
ideology
kicked out of the
that
thing.
is
So
influenced by like
So you weren't
opinions,
talking.
feelings, things that can't be
Yeah.
like
Okay, then. So
objectively measured or
even
come to
as being
align
an
with like,
atheist,
being
that is
objective.
subjective.
Being an
Huh?
atheist is
and then the
subjective?
doctor
What?
said that she
well,
wasn't even
yeah,
supposed to live
because
as long as
religion
she
is
did,
subject.
but
Like,
then
religion is a
she
social
lived way
construct.
longer.
Like, of course.
I wouldn't
Power
say
to
it's
the
a
Lord.
social construct.
I don't know if
It's
that
definitely
if that's
social
not God, I don't know what it
construct.
is.
That's why I told him it's
What is,
Okay,
like-
here we go. All right,
Exactly.
just listen. I'm just gonna
losing
say
our
this:
minds,
religion
That
is a
was Timothy
faith
for a
belief
second.
system. There's nothing wrong with religion. It just matters about what you do with it, like authorityship. When you try to overconvince somebody else of their belief,
You were
that's
like
the
Zoe.
problem.
Mhm.
That's when people try to
And then
overstep.
that's-
Religion
no, that's
itself
like-
is not
I
an
didn't say
issue because
anybody
people
that
can
doesn't believe
believe
in God.
and have faith on
Do you
whatever they
think
want.
that
It's
somebody
when
just
people
made
try to
this whole thing
overstep
up
and try to
that
like
he
talk
died, came
down
back
to
to
somebody
life,
else, like how
and
Big J
everything?
was doing, or how you're saying
Made the
how
whole
it's like
thing up? Or like,
a
well,
delusion. In a
see
sense
that
to what they decide to
you
believe,
might
that's
use that
when it
as an
becomes a
argument,
problem
but people will say
wanna
like
step
because like
over.
then we'll say like
Yeah,
other
that's
religions made their
the
God
issue.
up and
thing
using
is,
That's a
that. So it's
minuscule
really all
problem
about faith.
compared
It's
to the
not
fact
about.
that
It's really all about
religion is
faith.
holding us back as a species. Not even
So there's no proof that any religion
how
really
we
had a
treat each
God.
other. It's as a species as a whole.
It's all about faith, and I believe
It's
that there
holding
Again,
was
us back.
a
I'm saying
Christian God
religion as like a
and
faith
only one
belief
God.
system is not
you
a
guys
problem.
join
It's
the
just
game and debate this, because
I
my
am.
bad. I didn't mean to. My bad. I didn't need to be muted.
you're good. Go ahead.
This
No,
guy's
no,
on
Timmy,
fire.
go ahead. Tommy, go ahead.
keeps
My
forgetting.
bad. I'm streaming right now, and
Say Big J. Big J's coming back. Tell him Big J's returning, boy.
So
Okay. Well then, other guy, you go ahead.
All right, you guys need to join the
Me?
actual.
I am.
Yeah, you.
The
I think
game.
you were trying to talk as well.
I'm trying.
Oh, no, yeah,
but
I was just saying like the
I
issue
told you I'm
of
suspended.
people forcing their beliefs on another. That's not even like that doesn't
All
compare
right, hold
at all
up.
to the fact that religion is holding us back as a species, like long term.
No, it's not.
Actually,
yeah, I
I
feel
was
like
holding us back.
wait, hold
Right?
on.
I
I
actually
feel
would
like
say.
I was holding
religion
us
does
back.
not promote. I
So
feel like
actually,
religion promotes
can I answer that
excuses.
question?
I can explain.
I
I can
really want to
explain.
answer that question because I think like a main way that we can like see religion holding us back, like historically, is when we talk about like scientific and technological development, right? Because we can see that religion, like historically, has been so often used to sort of provide explanations, like supernatural explanations for natural phenomena that could have been like discovered like by engaging in like some sort of scientific method to actually find real answers to the sort of I guess questions of the world, but instead people just created this sort of religious ideology to cope with the fact that they don't really know anything, right?
And as
this
time goes on,
Okay,
religions
so
get
tell me,
disproven.
how did the universe come to be then, Pharaoh? You know
Nobody
so
knows,
much.
bro.
Tell me your
Nobody
science.
knows.
We
We
are not
obviously
Okay
don't know
then.
that,
Okay,
bro.
this is so you don't
How is
know.
that a
So you
relevant
don't know
question to
either.
scientific development?
Exactly.
and
So
all
why do
that
we
is
jump? So
science
why do
and
we jump
scientific
straight to
development?
God?
All you're doing is
God-
participating
one
in the
knows,
same
bro.
sort of logic that
No
I
one-
explained by developing supernatural explanations for natural phenomena. Just because you
All
don't
right.
have
So
the
what's the
answer
natural?
doesn't mean that
How
you
did the
can't
universe come
actually
to be
try to
then?
find it without like thinking of
That's the
something
thing,
that
come
bro.
to
We
be
have
then,
to. We have to be
The
okay.
universe
I'm
came to
waiting.
be
Hold on,
because
hold on.
everything
Can I
was
say
perfect
something?
in an exact moment. That's how the universe came to be.
Hmm?
It was all because
Okay,
of
yeah, nice
luck.
one, bro.
That's what
Right,
scientists want you to think.
Nice.
It all depends
No,
on
no,
what
no.
you
Bro,
believe in,
not what
dog.
they
It
want us
really
to
all
think.
depends on
on.
what you believe
Hold
in.
on. Hold on. If you believe that, then doesn't that mean that, God literally implanted every memory that you have,
Huh?
or not?
What?
I
What are
feel
you
like
talking about right now?
Okay.
oh, he's back.
When are fossils made? When were fossils found? Or when were fossils, created? Because you can't say
Like
6,000 years ago.
early
Oh yeah, yeah.
1900s
No, yeah.
and
That's
is
what
when
they're saying. That's what they're
Oh
trying
my
to.
God, bro. Oh my
Bro,
God.
Hold on.
you
Can we not
asked when
talk about the
fossils were found. I'm
religion?
telling you, the early 1900s is the
We
early
have to talk
1900s when
about religion
fossils were
Okay,
found.
no. When were they
Huh?
fossilized though? Because they have proof of being fossilized for over millions of years. So how can you now say that, everything was created in that exact instance? Everything
Well, they
was
say.
placed where it's supposed
Well,
to
they
be
can say
for
that God
humans
made
to
it look
find
like
it. Like,
that.
But there's mountains of
okay,
Say
history
that's
that
okay.
proves that wrong.
okay.
No, what?
What is God's
What are you talking
relationship with
about?
animals? Wait, hold on. What's God's relationship with animals? Like,
He
why are
created
we
them like he created us.
okay, but when they die, what happens to them?
They pass away.
We eat them and they
Okay.
pass away. Like God created
It's called
animals
the circle of
so we can
life.
have food.
Yeah. If you're gonna try and
So there's
say
no
And
that
that's the
animals
only
should
in
reason.
animals go to the heaven, that doesn't really work because it didn't say that anywhere in the Bible that they would.
Exactly.
Sunny.
But the thing is,
That's
these
really
animals
interesting.
Like
also have.
I don't know why you keep
Wait,
sighing after we say our
hold
thing.
on. These animals can
Pharaoh just
also
doesn't have
have
anything to say.
consciousness,
That's
and they
all.
can also have,
Guys, please.
there's
I'm
also
trying to
Hey,
ask
intelligence.
guys.
you guys talk a lot. Timmy,
What's up?
can I know what you're streaming on?
No.
No, why?
It's just a private dude.
We're gonna keep that on the down low.
I'm a streamer too. You can ask me.
Oh, I thought he meant he was streaming to his friends. Bro.
Hey, all y'all go follow my TikTok and Twitch, boy.
How
I
about
need
y'all
some
follow my
followers.
TikTok?
Hey,
Y'all
hey,
follow
hey,
my
hey,
TikTok.
but that's
Oh,
besides the
no.
point. though.
Self-advertisement. This is crazy.
Let's get back to the topic.
What?
Now.
Hey,
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
how about we
Dang.
stay on topic?
There's a
How about
link in
that?
her bio on TikTok. Go
No,
check it
there
out.
isn't. It's literally just for this game, pretty much.
Yeah, hey,
Right,
we're getting
right.
off
Oh,
topic.
you have a
We're-
Roblox TikTok?
Yeah, we
Wait,
are.
I want to ask Paco a question. Paco, what do you think happened in the afterlife? Like after we die?
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Yeah,
Silence.
ain't nothing
Blackness.
happening, dog.
Nothing. Ain't nothing. Nothing.
You got to cope
You
with
just have
that.
to live with it. You know, I feel like religion was a concept made because man didn't know what would happen.
Because
Like, they
nothing
didn't know
makes us
their
special,
purpose
bro.
in
That's
life,
the thing.
you know?
Intelligence, which we got luckily through evolution, is the only thing that separates us
Bro.
from other animals.
Well, this
and
the
that does
problem
not
with
mean we
your
have
thinking
natural
leads to nihilism.
Hey,
Nothing
No.
matters.
Nope, not
can
at
we
all.
let
No, not entirely.
CWW? Oh, all right. Thank
Sorry, go ahead,
Nihilism
Tim.
is one way to cope with it, but there's plenty of other
The
Yeah,
thing
I
is,
feel like
you look at
it's really
you look at some animals, and some animals do have
animals.
consciousness, and they do have, you know, the ability to choose between right and wrong. So
What do you mean?
Why
Some
would-
animals. Every animal has consciousness, bro. They all breathe
Okay, no, no,
and
no,
they
no,
all
no. Okay,
breathe.
so
They make
why-
noise.
Well, consciousness
why
the
is not
heartbeat.
determined solely by breathing.
Oh, okay, but
He probably
you
meant to
guys
say
And a
self-aware.
heartbeat.
Do they not
Yeah.
have consciousness though?
you. Yeah.
what I meant
You
was,
said
what's it called?
consciousness.
Consciousness
Self-aware,
is determined
probably.
by
How do I say this?
agency and the capacity to have experiences. So yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, I
they
guess.
do.
a bunch of them probably have it, but not all of them.
What I meant was, how would I put this? You know, the
Probably
ability
self-aware.
to know right from wrong. You know, self-awareness,
wanna do that.
kind of. Yeah.
Probably
So
a lot of animals because they know like what can kill them and what can't, and like what to
Well,
eat and what not to eat.
Yeah, but that's not being self-aware though.
That is kind of
That
being
is being
self-aware. So like,
self-aware.
so like, if you're saying like
If-
me, so like
okay.
saying like, I'm just gonna walk in front of somebody shooting a gun. That's not self-awareness. I die. So
Does-
obviously they know what from right and wrong.
Okay,
Does
being
every
aware is
animal-
different than being actually self-aware. Self-aware means you know yourself are alive. You have an identity of some sort. You understand that.
Yeah,
Animals
yeah,
sometimes
a
don't
lot
have
of-
that. They have awareness, but not self-awareness. That's what I'm
A,
saying.
a lot of animals do have self-awareness, bro.
Yeah, I'm not
every
disagreeing with you.
animal
That a lot of
has
animals
a
do. I'm just
fear
not saying
instinct.
every animal does.
What are we talking
Name
about?
name one animal that doesn't have self-awareness. Then
I don't think dogs have self-awareness.
You
I
don't.
think
They
research
don't.
only dogs have self-awareness.
A lizard. A lizard.
a lizard,
talking about?
a lizard has self-awareness.
Yeah,
by the
thanks,
way.
ChatGPT.
What is self-awareness?
no, wait.
Self-awareness?
Thing is, what I mean. Wait, hold on. Well, let me
You
reiterate
mean like
what I meant.
self-aware like
I
us?
mean strong self-awareness. Strong, as in like, you know, they can recognize themselves when looking into a
No,
mirror.
here's
They know
the
who
thing
they
about
are.
Bro,
Like,
no,
humans-
of course, an animal's not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm a dog while
Hold on,
looking in the
guys,
mirror,
hold on.
bro. Like, what are you even
the
talking about?
difference, the
Bro,
difference between
okay.
humans, the difference between human and animals. I mean, we are animals, but our thinking is different because we're conscious of the fact that we are conscious. And no other animal is.
we're
Hold on, bro.
overall
Hold
smarter
on.
than every animal. We have bigger brains than a lot of animals. So of course, we're gonna have self-awareness and consciousness, and knowing like who we are and what we see in the mirror.
Hold on.
Why are
We're
we talking
conscious
about
of
animals
being
right now?
conscious.
What's
though.
like the point in this part of our discourse?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Oh, because me, I wanted to bring up the point that there are some animals who have not all the same brain processes that we have, but
Yeah,
you
but
know,
every
that's
animal
every
has a
animal,
fear
good
drive,
amount.
so that doesn't even really make sense.
What?
not of okay.
That
Trey,
doesn't
mute
even-
mute real
They
quick,
have
bro.
the
Mute.
ability
You know
to
what fear
recognize
drive is?
themselves.
Do we have to
They has
stream
the okay. Hold on. Let me list them. Hold on. They have the ability to recognize themselves. They have the ability to show intentions, intentional behavior. They have the ability to display problem solving and planning. They have the ability to exhibit emotions and what's it called? Social awareness.
A lot
You
of
know-
animals can do that.
Name them.
Like lions, tigers, like
Yeah, nice
mammals,
one.
like
That's
stuff like
completely
that.
wrong. That's completely wrong.
That is
completely
not
Are we
wrong.
trying to-
Oh,
are we
you're
trying to
actually
say-
saying
are we-
it.
Mammals, bro.
Hold on,
Every
hold
every
on.
mammal is able to do that, dog.
Yeah,
What
every like
are
man.
we trying to? What's the point here, though? What are you
Yeah,
trying to
I
figure
don't
out?
understand what you're bringing up here.
I'm kind of lost on
Animals
why we're
have
talking about
consciousness.
Bro, this is not 18 plus, bro. I can't even call people stupid in this. This is actually so dumb.
An animal brain.
No, I'm trying
Like,
to
I'm
say
actually about to
because,
crash
you
out.
know, the last point he made
Like what?
Yo, like, what is going
was
on?
that
Just
animals were
just
made
watch
for
the
humans
stream,
to
man.
eat. As in, the
Yeah.
process was animals were for human to eat, and that was the only purpose on being on this earth.
What you
That's
think?
what one of you said.
You think animals
Oh,
are
that's
only
what
here
we
to get
said.
Yeah,
eaten?
probably.
What?
I don't think nothing's here for a purpose though. Nothing here has a purpose. Like it just does.
What is he
does.
talking
That's
about?
nihilism,
Everything here has a
bro.
purpose.
That's what you
That's
can
what they
believe.
No, it's
in.
not, dude. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
It's nihilism claiming we have no purpose.
Nihilism is completely abandoning like everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Keep getting
It's not a
VC
purpose.
banned, bro.
No, dude, nothing has a purpose. We don't. The world doesn't owe us a purpose. That makes no sense. What about
So
biology?
you're
says
saying we have
need
no
to a
purpose for being here? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, bro. We came here
That is
because
nihilism.
our parents.
Thank you. Okay,
That's not
it's okay. It's
true.
okay
No,
to be a
not.
nihilist.
No, it's not.
It's
Can you look
okay.
up? Can you please look up the difference between nihilism, absurdism, and existentialism?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
clearly do not know.
You want me to look it up? Yeah, nihilism is a philosophical
Yeah.
centered belief on the fact that life lacks inherent meaning, purpose, or
Trey,
intrinsic
mute.
value.
All right, now go for absurdism and then existentialism.
Why do I have to? That just perfectly explained what you said.
No, because you're missing a key nuance. So just go ahead and look them both up and read the definition out loud.
Are they different forms of nihilism?
Nihilism
Isn't that
is the
what it
base.
is?
Nihilism is the base. Nihilism is there's no purpose. Absurdism and existentialism is how you respond to it. And they're pretty similar, if I'm not mistaken. Absurdism is a view that we have no purpose, and that's that. Accept it. So it's more of like a we're here for no reason, but we dance anyway type of situation. And existentialism, I'm pretty sure, is where you create your own purpose, or it might be flipped. But the point is,
No,
nihilism is
that
base.
is right. That is right.
Yeah, so nihilism is the base for all three, but nihilism is just stopping right there. But you can take another step, which is what I do and not what I believe, and go to absurdism or existentialism, which is where you create your own purpose, because purpose is also your own construct that we came up with. Nothing in nature really has a purpose. You know, things in nature work,
Okay,
they
so
do certain things, but there's no inherent purpose.
So existential nihilism, I just looked up the belief that existence itself is without meaning, purpose, or intrinsic value, often leading to
Correct.
feelings of despair. So how do we get from
I mean,
feelings of despair to this?
Well, no, you just listen to what I'm saying. It's nihilism is the base belief, and you can respond to it different. You can either have feelings of despair, or you can say, that's beautiful. I'm only here for a certain amount of time. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to do what I feel is my purpose. I'm going to create my own purpose and, you know, give life my best shot. You can go either way. And that's what we have to get as a humanity, is have everyone be able to free think on their own and realize that existentialism or absurdism is a lot better than just giving up. But right now, people just have to use religion instead to cope with the fact that nihilism is true.
That's not true. You're not using these terms wrong. You're still a nihilist. Do you believe we?
Did
have
you not
no
listen to
purpose?
anything I just said?
Yeah, but
Nihilism
that's not what it's
three.
words you're defining. You're not. That is not. I'm looking at the definitions here. That's not what you're talking about.
What,
So
what
you're
did
saying
what
one
about
thing
I
and it
said
doesn't add
is
up with
not
another.
Okay, explain. What are you confused about?
It's because you're saying existentialism isn't trying to find meaning. It's just saying that the existence itself is without meaning, purpose, or intrinsic value.
So
There's no part in saying, oh,
create your own.
existentialism is where you find meaning. I don't see that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
Okay, look up. Just go in ChatGPT or something and just say compare the two, and see how they work together. Or
Compare which two? Existentialism and nihilism, or assertivism?
Nihilism, existentialism, and absurdism. They're all related to each other. Ask ChatGPT how it works, and see if it can explain it better.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, you missed a little bit.
Aiden, where'd you go?
Told y'all I got suspended. I got five. I got one more remaining.
I'm trying to teach him the difference between nihilism, existentialism, and absurdism.
Well, there's also existential liberation, which is another abbreviation
Yeah,
towards
there's
that.
all
But
types of ways you could.
yeah,
This is completely different topic.
sorry.
Oh no, I'm just talking about the thing.
Do animals have self-awareness?
I don't know about.
Well, the answer is yes, because we are animals and we have self-aware. So there's your answer.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
They're being conquered a lot more.
Yes.
Join me.
Okay, yeah, Jolo, I actually have a story for you.
Seriously?
So I used to live in Montana.
Oh yeah, I'm joining that one. I'm joining that one right now.
And that's where I was born.
I bet.
And so there's actually been scientific proving dating back to that time. On the tops of the mountains in Montana, they have found engraved shark teeth and engraved fossils from the marine life from that time when the world was flooded. And yeah, it's been literally dated back to that time.
No problem.
Did we talk about Noah's Ark here?
Yeah. What? Could you give me the market? What time?
Like what timing? I couldn't tell. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't tell you the exact timing, but I've been when I was told that that's when they were like all look at there was
6,000
actually an
years,
article.
strange wallers.
There was
6,000
a
years.
there was an article about it. I'll go find it for you.
No,
yeah, I was gonna say the Earth is billions of years old.
And the
Are y'all,
Bible,
wait,
it dates back
so-
to 4004 BC, which aka 6,027 years ago.
According to the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, so would you say
And where does it say that?
Do you think? I'm not sure. But anyways, do you think there are civilizations fully that have been here for like around like tens of thousands of years?
Are we including Homo sapiens? Or?
Whoever was the young Earth creationist. Hello?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? So you were cutting out.
I mean, someone who am I still? Would you say that there have been civilizations that have been here for like tens of thousands of years?
Just
like,
like,
natives, for example,
like
in America?
Like humans or like just anything?
Yeah, natives, yeah.
Well, there was different.
I mean,
like versions of early Neanderthals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ever heard of the Neanderthals?
That would still like more align with like the Earth being like way, older.
No, that can be 6,000 years.
Wait,
how can it be 6,000 years?
There's no proof of.
I'll tell you. Hold up.
Strange Waller. So you talk about there's no proof of different Neanderthals or early humans, or you're saying that? Well,
I mean,
just look it up.
I'm gonna have to personally disagree with you guys. I believe the Earth is a few billion years old.
No, yeah, I'm talking whoever is young Earth creations here.
Wait, so what religion is everybody here?
I'm a Christian.
I'm a Catholic.
I'm Christian.
I'm agnostic atheist.
You're a what?
Agnostic atheist.
Okay.
So wait, so
Marie
where's
and
the line?
Fuzzy
in
are
that?
atheists.
Where's the line in that? Because agnostic means you don't believe in religion, but you think there's a God, right?
I think agnostic, like at its core, actually means that like God is like unknowable, or like he can't, like, even if like he revealed himself, you can't like link that back to God.
No, I'm agnostic too, bro.
Yo, can you hear me? I think my game just crashed.
No, we can't hear you.
Believe that you can get something out of nothing. So something had to always exist, right? You believe that too?
Correct. Yes.
No, I don't believe that. But
you believe that something can come out of nothing? Like there could have been absolutely nothing that existed, and something came out of that. You believe that?
Yeah, because God created the earth in the universe and everything in 7 days or 6 days.
Well, that means God existed to create that stuff, right?
Yeah.
That means God had to always exist, right?
Yeah, he existed.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. You agree with me. You agree with
Marie,
exactly
that
what
was
I
very
just said.
unkind of you.
I just don't believe it's any of these man-made organized religions idea of what it is. I believe all that's just to control populations.
What you're asking is like, are you asking like what was before God?
There couldn't have been nothing before God. I don't believe that. I believe there was something that has always existed, and that is what people believe what God is. I don't believe.
It sounds like you're trying. It sounds like you're trying so hard not to say that you believe in God. Like you're saying everything. You're saying like, oh, I believe that's
Nah.
something, and that's something supernatural. I believe, and
Nope,
all
that's
that.
not
You're
that's
saying,
not what I'm saying. I'm not an atheist. I'm agnostic. I don't believe I don't care whether there's a God or not. I don't let that control me. And that's it. And I don't believe in organized religion. I don't believe that organized religions are inherently all bad. Like if it makes you a good person, cool. But I don't believe I have to follow any of these religions to be good too.
If you try here, go.
Okay, hold on. I want to go back to young Earth creationism. Is there anybody? I'm pretty sure there's people here who are young Earth creationists. I was asking, how does young Earth creationism align with like civilizations having like tens of thousands of years of history within their countries, or whatever? Anyone?
Sorry, say it again.
wait, what'd you say?
How does young Earth creationism like align, like saying that the Earth is 6,000 years old, align with like civilizations that have like tens of thousands of years of history?
Yo, Strange Wallace,
Bruh.
we can hear you typing.
Wait, so you can hear me?
You gotta slow your
Yes.
questions down
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay, yeah. my
Wait,
bad.
like my name
So-
isn't lighting up when I speak. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I had no
when you
idea I
speak,
was
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you
So, like,
typing.
my thing
wanna
isn't
answer
even
that?
like lighting up.
We can hear you. Bro.
I mean,
Yeah, I
young
had
Earth
no idea you guys
creationism
could hear
is
me.
just it's just kind of ridiculous. So I don't think they're gonna have an answer.
I mean, there's young Earth
Yeah,
creationists here. That's what
yeah,
I'm trying
actually,
to ask, bro.
for you,
I actually
wait, young
believe
Earth
that.
creationists?
Yes, we're trying to
Oh,
ask.
go on.
But I think they're ignoring
I
me,
don't
bro.
believe in
What the
that.
heck?
I don't know what that is.
Bro,
So I don't know.
I can slow the question down if y'all want me to slow the question down, bro.
Yeah, go.
Bro, we can barely. Can you repeat it again?
Hold on. Okay. So how does young Earth creationism align with civilizations that have tens of thousands of years of history?
Do you guys need me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, are you a young Earth creationist? Are you a young Earth creationist?
Bro.
No, it just seems like you guys can't hear him.
Well,
No,
no,
we
like
can hear him.
no,
I just don't think
we can
anybody in
hear.
here
him.
believes that. I just don't
Yeah,
think anybody in here believes that. Yeah. Pretty
I
much.
believe that the Earth was like is
Oh,
for like
okay,
billions of years old.
okay.
But I still believe in God.
Bro.
My
you know?
bad. I didn't understand what you meant. You're just meaning like the Bible story about how he created in 6 days, right?
Yeah. Well, no. It's kind of more like
No,
the
no,
6,000
no,
years
no, no.
old.
He's saying like how is like stuff on Earth like tens of thousands of years old, but he only made Earth in 6,000 years. Is what he's trying to like ask.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm not a young Earth creationist, so I can't answer that.
Does anyone here believe the Earth was created in 6,000 years ago? Yes or no?
I could have sworn somebody
Nah.
said the Earth was created 6,000 years ago.
Because there was
They probably
someone
said
here,
6 days.
and we don't know if they're still here.
No, they probably just meant 6 days.
No, I said that. I said I believe that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
the
mean,
universe
he
is
did-
believed.
He did spend 6 days creating it, but time is relative.
Yeah.
So
That's what I said. I didn't say the Earth is 6,000 years old.
All right. Well, let's go to evolution instead, which what I was talking about previously. How does
Evolution?
how do you guys think evolution aligns with creationism?
I don't know. That's kind of a tough one, to be honest.
I don't think we as humans did not come. Like, we didn't ever evolve from like Neanderthals and stuff. I think we were created separately.
Well, no, yeah, we didn't evolve from Neanderthals, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we were created separately. We didn't evolve.
So you don't think that whatever like great ape like was our common ancestor? You don't think that we evolved from them?
No, I don't think we evolved from great apes or monkeys or none of that. I think we were
Do you believe in
separately created by
evolution at all?
God.
Like, do you believe in microevolution or like?
Yeah, I believe in evolution, but not for the human race. No.
What are you
So
arguing from
the humans-
evolution? Are you
the
arguing
humans didn't
evolution
evolve?
from Luca?
Sorry, what was
That's
that?
what I'm asking. Are you arguing the evolution from Luca? Are you arguing protocells? Are you probably asking like the exceptions or something like Are you asking vestigial organs? Sorry, vestigial. I don't know how to say that real quick. Vestigial organs, Piltdown Man, microevolution, ERVs, anything of these?
He's
I'm trying
just
to
asking
talk
if we believe in
macro-
evolutionary theory or creationist
Yeah.
theory and why.
I don't believe in either.
Wait.
Interesting
We
take.
didn't come from gorillas, though.
No,
one
well,
said.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
even
that's what I'm
our-
saying.
We came from a.
Yeah, I
No
don't,
one
I don't
says
believe in
that.
ERVs.
Well, like, I believe in evolutionary theory, but I think that God railroaded it in the sense that, like, it was very targeted. I don't think it was pure randomness.
Yeah.
Wait, Tito, why don't you believe in evolution?
I mean, there's just proof that just doesn't really show that it's going to be consistent, right? If you have to argue from which point of evolution you're talking about is the question. There's numerous. There's protocells, homonelity, Luca, population genetic constraints on Luca.
Okay,
vestigial
what's that?
What's
organs.
homonality?
I don't wait.
Wait,
No,
wait.
wait. Hold on. Wait. Let him talk. I'm not really like knowledgeable on what these like terms are. I only know.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
biological
what-
things. I'm talking
what-
about
Yeah,
biology.
more of a finance guy, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
no problem. So I got you.
What
So-
is
Let him-
Luca evolution?
Well,
What
look,
is
look,
that?
There's Luca, which is going to be Luca is just simply going to be called the last universal common ancestors, or known as Luca, right? It's the single cell type from which all life on Earth, bacteria, archaea, and eventually eukaryotes descended from. These are big words, but it's basically just like where life kind of came from, the single cell, and then it just evolved in that sense. But
I mean,
that's
well,
going to be what Luca is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's Luke. Okay. What were the other terms you were talking about?
Homonelity would just be it's a small-brained human species, right, or hominin, discovered in 2013 or around 2015. I'm not too sure. In the the Rising Star Cave system, right, which was in around I think South Africa. It was dated to around 236 to 35,000 years ago. Since their discovery in 2013, let me get my notes real quick.
Right. You said homonelity.
Yeah, put it in chat. I found it. There you go. I found it. That's my notes.
Just spell it on
So
chat.
homonelity. Yep.
Okay. Then
So, since their discovery in 2013, homonelity specimens have prompted questions about cognitive abilities. In late 2022 and early 2023, Lee Berger, I don't know his name, and colleagues proposed that homonelity intentionally disposed of the dead in the cave, repeatedly used fire for light, and even etched abstract designs on chamber walls. These claims were sensational, but archaeology's standards demand multiple independent lines of evidence before accepting extraordinary behaviors. As critics have noted, the published data to date do not convincingly meet those standards. So there's many sorts of things that I kind of brought forth here. I have arguments against evolution if you want, but you just have to add my Discord for all these sorts of like visual proofs, sort of for me to show you.
if you drop in chat, I'll add you.
Y'all see what she said in the chat?
Yes, no problem.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I did see what she said.
Marie?
Marie, that's very not nice.
Okay,
By the
but yeah,
way.
specifically, I guess the question was kind of confusing. Specifically, I'm talking about how evolution aligns with the origins of humanity.
I can agree
What
with
do you mean?
microevolutions. I have no problem with that. But if you want to expand further on that, that would be nice.
I guess.
Never mind, Marie.
But why would you accept microevolution and not macroevolution? Like, do you just
It
think it
doesn't
just
seem
stops
very-
at some point?
Yeah, pretty much.
At what point would it stop? And what would
That we are
cause
right
that
now
stop?
in this stage. Actually, not even just this stage. We can talk about kind of this stage, I'd say. Right,
But
where we
evolution
stop
doesn't
to-
happen like consistently over time. Like it just happens when there's a need for evolution.
Yeah, and
when
it's
there
been a
is great
thousand-
changes in the environment.
Yeah,
but
beautiful.
humans-
Have you had any sort of evolution from our physical change from I don't know? I'm just gonna take a guess. 6th, 7th century all the way to now. Have you had any sort of like evolutions?
Well, not evolution because evolution is like really long term, but we've seen adaptations.
Adaptations and evolution is not gonna be the same here.
That's why I clarified.
Yes, so I'm not gonna take that as proof.
Yeah, but like
Wait,
I
so
said, we
what's-
don't have any need for us to evolve right now. But we've seen evolution in
Thank
other
you. Yeah,
species, not in
Which-
humans.
yeah, well-
But we've
okay,
seen
what's
in
gonna be
other
another
species.
species? What's gonna be another species that's evolved right now?
We've seen bacteria evolve constantly, consistently. Like that's the whole thing about Have you ever heard
Yeah,
of
can you give
what
me
is
an
it called?
example?
Antibiotic resistance.
Roaches are evolving.
Yep. What about this?
Not to mention
What?
all the like a lot of the like fruits and vegetables that we eat, we purposefully like evolve them to where they are today. They're genetically modified.
Yeah, no problem.
We did that.
Yeah, that's genetically modified. I'm talking about naturally, not genetically.
What do you mean? Talking
Well,
about what?
yeah, but
That doesn't.
artificial,
That's not a distinction.
artificial.
You can't say naturally and not genetically. That's not a
Yeah, I
distinction.
can.
No, yeah,
Of course I can.
artificial,
Of course I can
artificial.
make a distinction.
Sorry, artificial selection is a part of evolution. That's
Exactly.
biological evolution.
Artificial selection. Yeah. So can you define artificial selection real quick?
That
no
is
problem. Can you define
like
artificial
when humans like select or like breed.
Yeah, it's like forced
species
evolution
for
by humans.
specific traits. Yeah.
Forced evolution by humans. Wonderful. Why should
Basically,
I
we get. I can explain it simply. Basically, we
This is like
find like
so many
for example,
voices at
plants, they can
once.
like reproduce kind of asexually. So we find one that has something that we like a lot, has a feature. For example, if we want bigger leaves, we'll keep reproducing plants with the biggest leaves, and we'll keep doing that so that its offspring will have bigger and bigger leaves.
Yeah, that was.
And
Wonderful.
that's
Would that be
artificial.
genetic? So.
Pardon?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying, right? That I agree with him on that. Yeah, that's gonna be how giraffes are made. No problem. It's gonna be
Giraffes-
evolution from it.
Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Giraffes?
Well, giraffes'
What?
necks got longer because the ones with the shorter necks couldn't reach the berries at the top of the tree, so they died off, leaving the ones with
Exactly.
longer necks there.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I'm talking about
evolution,
natural. I'm
their
talking about
environment
natural
forced-
evolution here. I can.
Yeah, that's
I can
natural
literally.
selection,
I can
right?
literally agree with you.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
is
natural selection if we're forcing it. So no.
That is natural selection. The ones who
Okay,
with
can you
shorter
define how it's gonna be
necks
natural
did not
selection?
survive. Can I define?
I have an
natural selection?
objection. God is real.
Okay, what's gonna be your proof for this? Even though I agree.
Just to clarify, so I know personally from personal experience that
Yeah,
God is
personal
real.
experience is not gonna count. Personal experience. is not
Personal
gonna count.
experience is gonna count. Okay.
Wait,
No,
okay,
it's
well,
no.
wait,
In
wait,
order
wait,
for you, I'll tell you something. No, I
Number
can
two,
personally-
number two,
No,
number
hold
two.
on, hold on. Wait,
How are
mute
we
Abby
gonna
real quick, mute Abby,
explain?
wait, mute Abby
How
real quick. Hold on, hold
are
on.
we gonna explain all of the crazy stuff that happens in this world?
Yeah, no
Because you
problem.
are a
All kinds
goy.
of coincidences, things like that. How are we
Yeah,
gonna
I got you. I
explain
got
any
you.
of that?
Let's explain this. Wait. Before anything, let's explain how personal experience just leads to circular reasoning here. What you're saying is personal experience is just going to lead to circular reasoning. I can just say the Quran
No,
says
what I'm saying
that
about
God is
personal
real.
experience is something that
Yeah,
I've
hold on. I
Israel.
can just tell. Wait, hold on. I can
You
just
guys are
say
just going.
that. Yeah, hold on. I could just say to I could just say to Thug here real quick. I could tell her, oh, the Quran says that God is real. Why should she take it as truth?
Why should I take it as truth?
Yeah, why should you take it as truth if I just say that the Quran says God is real? What's gonna be my?
Can we go back to the conversation? Because I don't think she's.
There,
really-
there's a lot of
Yeah.
proof that like there's a lot of stuff that happened in the Bible that has happened and proven in real life.
I mean,
Okay,
we
cool.
can talk.
We're
we
gonna
can
get to
talk
that
about
after.
it,
We'll
but
get to that
right
after.
now-
No problem. We'll
Okay,
get to
so
that.
like
Okay.
Title, to
like
what
like
you- to
like
what
the
you were saying
flood,
about how
like when
that's
God when
not-
God flooded the earth.
Yo, can you just like, hold on, 1 second. Sorry. Repeat that. Sorry, Miss Thug. What were you saying?
There's
So
proof
with what
that
you were
God
saying about
flooded
how
the
that's
earth.
not
you,
by the
natural
way.
selection. I said.
I know.
in
I'm just
chat,
saying. If he wanted proofs, I
basically-
told him proof.
Okay.
Get to that later.
Other than
Basically,
God flooded the earth.
within any species,
Yes,
like
and there's proof of
individuals
that.
have varying
Bro,
traits.
okay,
A loving
wait,
God?
Yo,
hold
can
on.
I just
No
listen
way.
to what she's saying, bro?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Anyways,
listen to what she's
continue.
saying.
Sorry.
Okay, so like we were talking about with the giraffes, within any species, individuals have varying traits. Some giraffes are going to have longer necks, some will have shorter necks, and because of their environment, the ones with longer necks will survive, will be more healthy, and they'll be able to produce more offspring because they're better able to reach their food source. So naturally, those ones with the longer necks are selected. They produce more offspring, and so their traits become more popular within the community. They're the ones making all the
Wonderful.
babies, so
Yeah, that's just
more of the
common
babies will
sense,
have
I
long necks,
fear.
and that's natural selection. Yeah, so that's literally natural selection. That's like,
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. What's this evolution?
Beautiful.
Theory. Wait, hold on. What's this evolution or sort of argument you're bringing forth? Is it going to be from what type of evolution stance are you bringing this from? Is it going to be from, for example, the protocells, Homo naledi, Luca? Is it going to be from vestigial organs, Piltdown man, microevolution, ERVs? Well,
Could you explain? Sorry, could you explain how this would all create separate arguments? Because I'm pretty sure all these like.
Yeah,
fall
these are
under,
all separate.
yeah, these are all the
These
same thing.
every
These are all
single-
related. Luca.
They would all
physical
fall
organs.
under.
No, it can't.
They're
It
all
can't be all.
under the
It
same
can't be
thing.
all related. That's the problem. It can't be all related.
What cannot
How
be all
not?
related?
How-
What
how-
is
Yeah.
the
So first
contradiction?
off, yeah, beautiful. So first off, Homo naledi, right, which is what I sent to what's his name, Mr. Joloff here, is going to be just applied towards humans itself and not towards animals. That's going to be the first case. Second of all, protocells here is going to be much different. Protocells is just origin of life, which is simple compartment models thought to mimic primitive cells. It's not going to be really going towards any sort of like giraffe mutation and so on. Or any
Wait,
sort
could
of
you
something
repeat
else.
that? Just that last thing that you just said. Sorry.
This guy
Where
really
it's
takes
not where it's
pride in,
simple compartments
debating
models thought to be
Roblox.
mimicking primitive
In
cells.
evolution.
Well, it's
That one?
Anyways, I don't know what you mean. Homonality is just an example for humans. That wouldn't contradict anything else that we were talking about.
It would, because this is applying to humans specifically and not sort of any other animal.
But that doesn't contradict anything. That's just a specific example.
Of course it does. Of course it does. If this is the case, why don't we see it with any other? Why don't we see it with any other examples?
See what with any other examples? Why don't we see?
Why don't we
forms
see
of-
this ideology of evolution with any other sorts of animals if it comes to homonality?
What do you mean this ideology? Homonality, as you said,
it's
those
under,
were a
like,
specific.
If you believe in homonality, whatever you're talking about, or would that like
Wait,
just
why
like
did I
state
get
that like
unseated?
every other like species is not or animal is not like evolving or what?
Yeah, how would
I'd
that
say that they
contradict
come to
anything?
yeah, no point. I would say that they come to a stop point. They wouldn't actually continuously evolve. I wouldn't even believe in macroevolution.
But
either.
that's what evolutionists.
You
do. They
wasn't
don't believe
talking.
That's a very dated. Like
Bruh.
before they really knew much about evolution, they thought that things were consistently evolving. But that's not how it works. There needs to be a pressure, something pushing that evolution. Humans have
Do you have
kind of
do you have
conquered our
evidence to
environment, so
prove
we are
this?
not pushed to evolve anymore.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you have evidence to prove this? Like, are you gonna give me some sort of PubMed education? Or are you gonna give me the Journal of Human Evolution? Are you gonna give me
what?
probably the hypothesis that could surround it, which would be very plausible?
Evidence
that I
for
could
what?
take
Evidence
from?
for the fact that things are not consistently evolving. Because haven't you witnessed that now? Isn't that what you're saying? Exactly what you're
No,
saying.
that's
That
just
things are not
begging the
consistently
question.
evolving?
That's just begging the question because I've seen it
Wait.
begging the question.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, Thug, do you think God is real or not? I'm confused, like what we're arguing about right now.
I'm
Are
an
we
atheist,
arguing
but I
about?
just joined and you guys were talking about
Wait,
evolution.
wait, wait, wait,
evolution.
are we arguing about evolution right now? Okay.
Well, that's
Okay.
what was
It's
the
not-
conversation. But Tedo was saying he doesn't believe in macroevolution, but he can accept microevolution. And I'm asking him why he would believe that things would just stop if there was a consistent change, if the environment continued to push for change.
So are you meaning like do you think we evolved from Homo sapiens?
We are Homo sapiens.
Yes,
are.
yes.
We
Okay,
are Homo
okay,
sapiens?
okay. Yes.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
never stopped. We still are Homo sapiens, by the way.
No,
Nothing
well, that's
has
not
that's
how
what I
evolution
just
works. That's not how evolution
That's what I
works.
just
man.
said. We are Homo sapiens.
We are.
We
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
what's
we
gonna,
are
what's gonna be
Homo
your
sapiens,
evidence?
yes.
What's gonna be your okay, beautiful.
When-
What's gonna be your evidence?
My evidence for us being Homo
Yeah.
sapiens, or
Yes.
that's the name
That
for
we're
our
Homo
species.
sapiens?
That's not.
That's
No, what's gonna be? Well,
the
how do we
name
know
for
we're
our
still in
question is
this?
that?
No problem. What's gonna be your argument that we're still in this stage and we haven't gone further? Is a question. It's just a clarifying question.
Homo sapien is like that's like asking me how do I know this orange is still an orange? That's the name
I mean,
for
well,
what it is right now.
okay. If you're
That's
talking
actually
about
what we
how
are
we
right
know,
now.
It's
how
not
we
that
know,
deep. It's not
Tito,
that deep.
Tito, if you're talking about, if you're
Yeah.
asking how we know we're still the same species, like speciation is like normally categorized by like sexual reproduction. So like if you can't like reproduce with like the species anymore, then you're probably like a different species. I don't think it's only like categorized by reproduction, but that's
It's not,
one,
but that's for
yeah.
other species. Like for some
So-
species, like they produce
so-
asexually, so there's other categorizations.
So you're
But
saying
basically,
people
there
that
hasn't
are
been enough change
infertile are
in the
not
human
humans?
organism. There hasn't
That's
been enough
not- that's
change
not
in
what I'm saying.
Homo sapiens to
That's
consider
not
us
okay, okay.
different.
I was
There hasn't been
asking.
enough change.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm gonna ask you a simple question, right? How do we know we evolved from these apes into like
You never said
No.
we evolved from apes.
Okay, beautiful.
I mean, well, that's why evolution
Okay.
says. I mean, that's
Dude, there's no
Wonderful.
way
Okay,
we
cool.
could.
We
I'd be
like,
there
but
for a
we
second.
have like fossils of Homo erectus and Homo habilis, right? And they're very similar to
Ah, okay.
us, but there are some
They're
like
very
key
similar.
differences between us.
They're
Very
similar,
similar,
but
but they're
like
not
this.
the same.
Yeah, beautiful.
Like
So I'm not gonna take
like
this. I'm not
a
gonna take this
Neanderthal.
as
They have
proof.
big foreheads.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm not
sure.
gonna take this as proof. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this as proof
You won't take fossils as proof. Why not? Can I ask?
because is it gonna be the same as us?
No,
What?
that's how we know they're different. That's why we categorize them differently because they're different.
Yeah,
and what's
and-
gonna be? What's
and
gonna be?
that's-
Yeah, beautiful. And I'm gonna ask you pretty simply forward, right? How do we know that this is gonna be a proof of evolution? What's gonna be like the
What?
methodology used here? No, I'm asking a genuine
You
question.
sound-
How do you? I'm gonna ask you. What's gonna be the
Because- okay,
methodology
listen.
used here?
What are you talking about?
We have basically like with Homo habilis and Homo erectus, right? Homo erectus is basically upright man. That's what it means. So it's like the stages of evolution. After Homo erectus was Homo habilis. So we saw
so that's what
these
erection
fossils. Okay,
Bro,
yeah,
what?
basically
Okay.
upright. Okay, but basically we saw through these fossils the changes slowly happen throughout like what's the words for thousands of years, whatever, millennia. Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
I'm not
these slow
asking
changes
that. I'm
happen
asking
in the
for a
fossils.
simple. I'm asking something. I'm
Right,
asking
and I'm
something.
explaining it to you,
What's
so
gonna
just let me
be the?
finish really
No, I'm
quickly.
asking you a simple question. No, you're doing the red herring. You're doing the red herring. I don't care.
I'm not
about
doing
that
a red herring. I'm explaining
asking-
it to you how we
Yeah,
know
okay,
that
okay.
this is.
No,
this
hold
is a
on. Let
lineage.
me ask my question. Let me ask my
Bro, they're
clarifying
getting
question.
mad at
What's
us
gonna
for
be
that.
the methodology that we are using to prove this criteria is true?
What's the methodology? Well, we're observing the fossils.
Observing is not going to be a methodology here in this full case. I'm asking you, what's going to be the full, concise understanding of it?
Why is observing not a methodology? Why doesn't that work?
Because I can observe something and it's not going to prove anything.
Dang,
But we are seeing these fossils. But we are we've seen these fossils that are very similar to our
Okay,
fossils.
how do we
and
know?
we've seen
Do we
them
have
slowly
these?
change into our fossils.
Okay.
Do you
This is
understand that?
still going to beg the question. This is going to beg the question. You've seen somebody change, it's going to beg the question. Yeah. So I'm asking you for the methodology. Is there any scientific lab reports that prove this? Do they date back to this? Do they do this and that? What's the
Yeah,
methodology
there is.
they use?
Yeah.
Okay, by who? By who?
Let me pull one up for you. No worries.
All right. You are saved. Yo, I don't care about Jesus Christ, bro. Like you're Jesus Christ. I don't care. I'm getting tired of it. 3 gods, 3 essences, bro. Oh my God. I don't care.
No one said anything about Jesus. I don't know why are you getting mad.
Yeah, this
We
guy
can
is
talk
like
about that
genuinely
later.
just trying to...
Again, we can talk about
Yeah,
that later.
exactly. I don't care about like this guy. Like...
What are we? Oh, God's
God's not real.
What's he asking?
God is real, so
It was definitely getting depressed. Yes, from this guy.
Strange. What is the
Like,
point
do you
here?
want?
What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just
Okay.
send it to me
I
on
asked
Discord.
this
You could just
previously-
send it to me on
I-
Discord. Here, Thug. I'm
Previously-
gonna send it to you on
yeah,
Discord. I put it in chat.
Hold on. Previously, I asked this question to like some Christians earlier, and then they left. But if you guys want to move on like to a different argument, like in like after what's the name? After Thug gives her her evidence, we can go on to.
Can she give it to me on Discord? Then we can move on. I'll just
Wait.
Just type it in chat.
wait.
And I can just we can.
Wait,
I'll
wait.
type it again. I'll type it again. No problem.
Wait, Joloff, what was
Oh,
your
that's your
question? Do you ask other Christians that made them leave?
No, it didn't make them leave. They just left. They just.
What was the question?
What was the
though?
question?
I was asking though if they believe in evolution, how would it align with creationism? Because they were saying how like science aligns with creationism.
Well, that's very debatable.
Well,
I
I don't believe in like that the Earth is 6,000 years old, but I still believe in God and I'm still a Christian and all. I believe that it's like the Earth is like billions of years old or whatever. But I also don't believe like that we evolutionized, like we didn't evolve from like monkeys and stuff. But I believe that animals evolved from like other stuff, you know.
Yeah, I don't believe
Not us,
in
though.
evolution, but I'm kind of confused to the point where if like when we did come in from Adam and Eve, I wonder where like what stage of evolution they were in, because we did come from Homo sapiens. That's just
We are Homo
Yeah,
sapiens.
that's
Homo
sci-
sapiens means human.
scientific fact. So I wonder.
I mean, you could say that. I guess
I'm
you
gonna
could
ask
say that-
Strange. Do you want to debate after? Because like genuinely, if you're talking all of this to prove God is real, I'm gonna ask you.
I can't lie, strangers. Speak in the thing. You're seated.
Yeah, okay, wait, no
Just
problem.
type
What is
Strangers,
strange?
what's gonna wait? Hold on, strangers. You and me, right? What's gonna be the counting method for the Trinity?
What do you mean method for the Trinity?
Are you gonna rely upon relative identity, numerical identity, material identity, counting by divisions or identity? What's gonna be your counting method here?
I have no idea what any of that means. Those are all buzzwords.
Damn, and you don't. So you're saying Islam is false when you don't know your own theology of the Trinity? This is absurd. Wow. What's your denomination?
Orthodox, but not yet baptized.
Okay, so you'd hold to counting by divisions. Okay, well we'll say you hold to your counting by divisions. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. How do you know? Is the Trinity gonna have 3 personhoods or 1 personhood here?
It is 1 essence, 3 persons.
Not essence. I'm asking for personhood.
Personhood. What do you mean?
Well,
Yeah, so like you have God the
there's
Father, God the Son, and the God the Holy Spirit, right? And I'm gonna ask you pretty simply: do you affirm that these three hypostases are 3 different people?
No. Well, yes, they are 3 different.
Okay.
Different yet the same. Same will, in perfect
Okay,
agreement.
how are they gonna have the same will?
Because it's one God. They are all God. It is
That's
one
not what
God.
I'm asking. That's begging the question. How are they gonna be 1 essence? Is my question. What's gonna make them identify as 1 essence? Not Cliff cannot save
Because
him.
it is one God. One God, one
Okay,
essence,
beautiful.
3
How is it
energies.
gonna be 1 God? You're just begging the question again. How is it gonna be 1 God?
Because it just simply is one God.
Okay, guys, it simply is 1 God. There you go. Believe in his religion because it's simply just true, guys. No evidence, nothing whatsoever. You
There is
truly are a
evidence.
smart
So
Christian.
Your
there's
prophet married
evidence.
a
Wait,
6-year-old.
are
Your
you
prophet
asking?
I'm
married a
asking. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
6-year-old.
See, no, notice the ad hom. Notice the ad hom you're giving to me. This is an
There's
ad hom. I'm not
there's
asking about my
evidence
prophet.
there's evidence that God flooded the earth thousands of years ago, by the way, and there's like a lot more.
There's no
Okay,
evidence
just
of that.
pause it
That's
though.
not true. There's no evidence of
That
that.
there's
There's
a
no
lot of
evidence for
evidence.
it.
Like
Okay,
yes, there
hold on.
is. You can
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
bro.
yeah, give your evidence.
There's
Give your
literally
evidence.
evidence.
Give us your evidence
your
that the
evidence.
whole
Exactly.
entire
No,
Earth was
yeah.
flooded around 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago.
There's literally there's proof in like the mountains. They're like us like there's fossils
Tectonic
in, like
plates.
inside the mountains,
Tectonic
engraved in the
plates.
mountains today that aren't supposed to be there. Are there because we flooded? They're like shark teeth and stuff, bro.
Tectonic
Look it up.
plates.
You
Okay,
can.
yeah. And how long did the flood last?
I have to look that up though.
A year, 40 days.
Huh?
A year or 40 days. Those are the numbers I've been hearing.
I think it was 40 days. I'm pretty sure.
Right. And so if there were like if there was a flood as tall as the mountains for 40 days, what do you think would happen to the vegetation of the earth?
Yeah, no, it was 40 days, 40 nights.
Yeah, what do you think would happen to the vegetation?
The rain was falling for 40 days.
It would be destroyed, but when the flood went away, it revealed a beautiful earth, and us humans has ruined that today.
The whole
So
like,
if the flood, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, hold on. If the flood happened when humans were alive, and then the vegetation was gone, that's what are we talking like Homo sapiens? I mean specifically, like that's like 300,000 years ago.
Humans.
Like we would still see the effects of. I don't think we would be around at all, actually.
See, that's where he actually created us.
What do you mean he created us?
Like created humans.
No, yeah, the flood happened when like during Noah's Ark time. That means Homo sapiens
Yes.
were like around. Right. So
Yes.
Homo sapiens were around.
Yes.
Which means that would be if you hold to old Earth creationism, that would be like 300,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so we would still see the effects of that vegetation loss today. We wouldn't be around today at all whatsoever, actually.
That is false.
Why?
Because that is really easy to like rebuild and stuff.
How is vegetation like lost across the entire Earth?
I'm not saying vegetation. I'm saying just like the Earth is really easy to rebuild, and
Oh, are
he
you saying
did that.
God rebuilt the Earth? Like rebuilt like the damage from the flood?
That could be possible. I'm not saying that though. Like, there's no proof that he did, but there is proof that he flooded the Earth, and that's all I got. So
Damn,
there's
GG's
proof
to my
that.
chat. No problem. Anyways, I'm off, guys. I'm taking care of myself. Anyways, like I was saying, stranger, don't try to debate. You're very low tier at it. You're actually dog. You're horrible at debating. You can't defend your own God.
the Trinity.
Next time, if I'm being honest, hold on. Next time, if you're gonna debate, just make sure you kiss my feet before anything, because I literally own you and I own your entire religion. Okay? The rest of everybody here is chill, and the
Nope.
Bro, you got VC banned.
Well, the Trinity.
I'm sorry,
like,
I had to let them. I had to let them get that off, bro. You did disrespect to the religion. Anyways, so what's your evidence for the flood? Like, are you talking about like specifically the mountain thing?
No, I'm just saying this in general. There's proof, and there's proof that of Noah's Ark too.
Do you have anything other than we have Noah's Ark?
What?
We have Noah's Ark.
I'm not saying we do, but it is engraved into the. You can look it up. Like, hold up. Wish I could show you this, but
Ark wouldn't prove a worldwide flood. We would need archaeological evidence that everywhere in the world was underwater around 3,000, 2,000 years ago. And there is no evidence that proves that. Like, we would be able to see that in the rocks, you know? Me, and you can look it up. Is there any evidence of a worldwide flood 3,000 years ago? No, there's none.
yes, there is.
Can you send it to me then? Like, send or find me like whatever paper you're reading that tells us about this evidence. You can type it in the chat, the title of the paper.
Okay.
By the way, the mountain thing with like the shells and stuff being found in the mountains and fossils being found in the mountains. So that would just be the tectonic plate movements, you know.
Right, and we would need
Did
evidence
you?
from like many places in the world to prove that there was a flood everywhere. Like everywhere was underwater. That's just illogical. You know?
It never said in the Bible it was everywhere in the earth.
Yes, it does. Let me find it. It does. It's very specific that the whole earth was covered in water, literally. Unless you believe that Noah's Ark was metaphorical, the way that it's described in the Bible, it specifies
Here,
that the whole earth is covered in water.
I can read the verse. I can read the verse to you if you would like me to.
I would like you to.
Okay.
Golly, man. Just typing away at the keyboard,
Bro.
Why aren't you speaking, Strange? Okay.
You're not muted. We can hear you typing, bro.
Okay, here. This is Genesis 6. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. But the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I had made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah and the flood. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and I don't know how to say
Same
that
thing
name,
you're
I'm not gonna lie.
reading, but this part that you're reading specifically doesn't really go on to like what specifics the flood looked like. So can you find like more specific verse, or I can read it out from what I read, but because this is just talking about like how he should build the flood. I mean the ark. It doesn't talk about what was covered, but in Genesis 7, it says that let's see. For 40 days, the flood kept coming on the earth, and as the waters increased, they lifted the ark high above the earth. The waters rose and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth, and all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. The waters rose and covered the mountains to a depth more than 15 cubits. Every living thing that moved on the land perished. Birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swarm over the earth, and all mankind. Everything on dry land that had the breath of life in its nostrils died. Every living thing on the base of the earth was wiped out. People and animals and the creatures that moved along the ground and the birds were wiped from the earth. Only Noah was left and those with him in the ark. The waters flooded the earth for 150 days. So I think that's pretty explicit in saying that the earth was basically covered in water.
Yeah.
Hmm?
What do you mean?
I said,
Did you not hear anything I said, or?
I just said I am okay, bro.
So yeah.
I said
Yeah,
I didn't
is
say
the mountains are like the mountains thing the only thing you really like have as evidence that you know?
Yeah. There's also a lot of other stuff too.
Like what?
That you know, or like that you like think is out there. I mean, it's fine if you think it's out there, but
it's proven.
All right. Oh, well, how is it proven? It's fine if you don't know.
Wait, what?
It's okay.
How is it proven if you how is it proven? We can move on after this, I guess.
How is what proven?
If you don't. The flood.
The flood?
Yeah.
I just told you how I think it's proven.
The mountains?
Because of the shark teeth in the mountains?
And other than that, but also there's just one thing. Hold up. I'm trying to find it right now.
Talk about
That was found.
There was like a Noah's Ark in the mountains or something.
No, there's like it's like
fossils.
I
heard about that story though, that they found a Noah's Ark in the mountains, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Right, but
like
an ark would not prove a worldwide flood. It could just be an ark. We would need evidence that there was a flood everywhere in the world, and a boat would not prove that there was a flood everywhere in the world.
Beats me, dog.
It's okay if there's no evidence. I mean, you guys can just say that. Or if you guys don't know of any evidence, you can just
well,
say
really, there's evidence, but like
faith-based.
there's evidence that it existed, but there's also like it could be also other things. But I will say that like the only thing that you can really go off of in religion is faith, because like everything, like every religion is based off faith. Because like there's no proven fact that any of the gods in their religion or anything that existed or didn't exist. So it's all about faith if you have a religion.
Well, there
So
has
Okay.
been a like a claim that they found a boat shape, little
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
little divot down in Turkey, but I mean it's not solid evidence, so.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about. But I'm not trying to like push my religion, all y'all or anything. Y'all can believe whatever. I
That's
just
okay,
wanted to
but
tell
here we're
y'all.
just discussing like your proof. Like no one's saying that you're preaching to us or you're forcing it on us. We want to.
Okay.
We're all here to talk about it. So if you have evidence, you can bring it. But if you don't, that's okay too. Like you said, it's
And-
faith based, a lot of it.
Yeah, and there is like people, dying and coming back to life. Like I'm not saying Jesus, but I'm saying this in general. People like sometimes not like dying for like multiple days, but dying for like a couple of minutes. People die and come back to life on a regular basis, like a lot. It's kind of like
But
a
that's
normal
like
thing.
the work of doctors. That's not the work of.
Yeah, but then doctors would be like, oh, actually, there's actually I don't know how you even like are alive today.
But
There's no
yeah,
so
yeah, that
so
would actually be something called Lazarus syndrome. It's like when like their heart just like starts beating again. Like, is that what you're talking about?
well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like people like actually like just die and come back to life and like live
No,
on.
yeah,
to
I
be,
think that's what you're specifically like referring to. Because like if we're talking about like brain death, then like nobody comes back from that. Like no, we have not.
Right.
We
But
don't
people's
have any-
heart can stop and stuff like that, and then they can be resuscitated by doctors. That happens all the time, but I don't know how that would prove really anything.
well, I'm not saying like being resuscitated. I'm saying just like they just come back to life. There's what's the word? There's records of people doing that without doctors' helping them.
Die in what way?
Well, yeah.
Just
Like brain dead? Because people don't come back from brain death.
not brain dead, just like their heart stopping, their lungs failing, stuff like that, and they come back to life from it.
Yeah, that would just be a Lazarus syndrome. If you search that up, you'll find it. It's a natural thing. And you can say it's a miracle.
Lungs
You can
failing
call
doesn't
it a miracle.
necessarily mean that you'll die, but if your lungs fail, then you will need like a hospital to fix that up for you.
But there's records of people having their lungs fail and not going to the hospital and still living on
How did they know their lungs failed if they didn't go to the hospital? Maybe it was
because they
something
can't
else.
breathe.
But that could have been literally anything. There's a lot of reasons, a lot of medical problems that could make someone feel like they can't breathe. That doesn't mean that their lungs failed or that
Well, I'm
their
just saying,
lungs had a
like-
pulmonary embolism. If you don't go to the hospital, you can't be sure that someone's really dead, especially if they come back to life later. Then how could you really know that they were dead?
Because
Unless
they
you
have no
mean
pulse.
they had no pulse. They had no pulse, and then they just started having a pulse again.
Yeah, something like that.
Nobody did CPR. They just watched them die and then come back to life. I mean, I don't even.
That's happened before.
Oh yeah. You have like,
Yeah,
can you
it
give us
has.
like an article about this or a paper that talks about this?
Yeah, look it up.
Anyway,
Because this really sounds like hearsay, especially if there wasn't even like they weren't even at a hospital
you're
to
gonna
confirm
be
that
an
there was no pulse.
atheist in 1 year, Big J.
What?
Look at the chat.
What the chat says.
Big J, you're gonna be an atheist in 1 year. I will not be an atheist. I will never be an atheist, and I'll never switch up my religion because I believe in God. Records show
Okay.
people revived after being clinically dead for extended periods, often due to hypothermia, like the 8-hour case of Lazarus syndrome. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
a Lazarus syndrome
Yeah.
that you're talking about. Spontaneous heart restart after failed CPR, like Velma Thomas at 17 hours. So like that right there, the spontaneous heart restart after failed CPR. That's kind of, that's
Was this in a hospital?
It says failed CPR, so I'm assuming
So
so.
it sounds like it. So that's not really evidence for what you were saying. You were saying people who were just like, they just
True.
left them alone. They died for a bit, and then they just came back to life all of a sudden. But either way, that doesn't necessarily prove God. God doesn't say that he's going to bring people back to life, does he? just random people back to life?
Jesus has in I don't like. There's a lot like him healing blind people to see again, and like him fixing people's legs so they can walk again is also in the Bible.
Well, I'm sure if there was a God. Okay, but I mean, I'm sure if there was a God, he would be able to do that, right? But just because something really nice happens that people, I understand, especially in these kinds of situations where something bad, you think like someone you love almost died. You would be like, okay, thank God. But that doesn't really mean that God did that. You know what I mean? That's not evidence for God.
Outside hospitals and spontaneous reviving, like Anna Minholm, frozen in 1999, I guess, and she came back to life. That was not
That
in the
sounds like
hospital.
Lazarus syndrome again, though. That's like hypothermia, and then later on, a revival.
My bad, ma. Alright, listen, my bad. I just wanna who believe in God and Christianity, and who don't.
I think two of us here.
I believe in God, and I'm a Christian.
Alright. So let me just put it. This is my opinion. I think religion is good, but it's not true. It's false. I think it's very human interpreted. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What? Why do you say that?
For many reasons, but the first one, all right. Does any Christian or Catholic know the
talk like that?
10 Commandment or whatever?
Yeah, the 10 Commandments. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me the 10 Commandment?
Yes, I can look it up for you.
Off the top of your head?
It doesn't matter. No, search it up.
Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah, that's you.
The first one is, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me.
Wait,
And then the
sorry.
second one is-
Give me a second. Before you start reading all of them, I just want you. This is why I don't believe in religion. I think it's very human interpreted. It's not by God. All right, listen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say them.
Okay, the first one is, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Second one is, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. The third one is, remember to keep holy the Lord's day. Number 4, honor thy father and mother. Fifth one is, thou shalt not kill. Sixth one is, thou shalt not commit. What?
Objection.
Keep going.
Who objected me? Okay, anyway, 6 is, thou shalt not commit adultery. 7th one is, thou shalt not steal. 8th one is,
Steal. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
That's
shall
what I
not
mean.
steal.
That's what I mean, but it's very human interpreted. What do you like, bro? Come on, like steal, bro. What even is that? When we were cavemen, we didn't even know the concept of stealing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
I
debatable.
don't think
though.
that's true, though.
That's debatable
Yeah.
because
Man.
I mean, you really. Let's say you're
Even
a caveman,
animals steal
right?
from each other.
You're a caveman. And
Adultery.
you see another caveman with something better than you. You're gonna want that.
Come on, man. You really think they thought, man, we were monkeys,
Yeah.
bro? Bro, come on, lad. What about?
They probably stole each other's food, by the way.
Come on,
And
guys.
then they
That's
got mad at each
horrible.
other for it because stealing is wrong.
My cat
That's
steals
horrible,
Exactly.
man.
My
Wait.
cat steals stuff from each other, bro. That doesn't
What
even make
about?
sense.
What
I mean,
about
so-
Yeah, animals
adultery?
can steal
How would-
food from each
How
other.
would
Adultery?
What about adultery? That should not
Adultery
commit
is committed every
adultery.
single day.
Like, man, those things
No.
are like, those are human things, bro. That we created. We coined those terms, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Religion is human
Okay,
interpreted. It's not.
Do you understand what adultery is?
Of
though?
course. Yeah. Do you understand?
Mate, of course. That's why I brought the 10 Commandments up, man.
Then what?
Okay,
Then what
let's-
is
let's stop-
adultery?
Let's stop for a second. Though. Let's stop for a second. What would be wrong? Like if God was real, like what would be wrong with him giving us laws?
Listen. I do think God is real, but I don't think any religion is true, man. Like, bro, trust. I do think there's a higher being. Like, if you look into science or whatever, you'll see that it's basically God or whatever it is,
So-
blueprints. Like, bro, religion is different.
So you're a agnostic, you're an agnostic atheist. So you believe that there's a higher being,
Yeah,
but you
sure.
don't believe in
This guy
religion.
is so like
I don't, because bro, like I said,
Yeah.
you see that it's
Yeah.
all very human interpreted, in my opinion, but
Yeah,
that's what
but
it is.
okay, but read me the definition of adultery.
Bro, you really why, man? Why does that matter?
Because
I don't think you know. I don't think you know
Oh,
what it means.
I already gave you to, but I will. Let me just.
Yes.
I'm gonna search up because I have an idea, but not. Yeah, exactly. It's basically cheating, sexual intercourse between a married person. Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Do you think
Yeah.
monkeys knew about cheating, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, be
Well,
for real, man.
God in the Bible, God wasn't giving these laws to monkeys, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they were
Bro.
giving. He was
Bro.
giving the commandments to humans, like to people.
Exactly. So we're humans. So you think. So you don't believe in evolution? You don't believe that we were once monkeys and brainless
No,
cavemen?
I
Okay, then yeah, that's it.
Dude.
If you don't believe that, then that's already like I can't argue with you. You already lost that. Cause come on, bro, how you not gonna believe that?
What do you, because
Well, Jeffrey, the thing is-
I believe that God created us as Homo sapiens. We didn't evolve from monkeys, bro.
Nah, bro, come on, bro. You're funny, man. You don't believe in evolution. Come on. All right, but I'll give you another
I believe
example.
for animals, but
in the
not for
in the
humans.
evolution trait, bro.
But humans are animals, like that.
Gorillas would be like our cousins.
We
in
are
the
animals,
evolution.
man.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying we're not animals. We are animals, but we're Homo sapiens. We're not monkeys. He's saying that we are monkeys, not. We're
We
mammals,
came
exactly.
from-
We're not monkeys.
We came from them. What I'm saying is there was a point in time we were cavemen.
Where's your proof on that then?
What do you mean? You don't believe we were once cavemen? Come on, man, get out of here, bro.
Jeffy, what does this have to do with like the Homo sapiens that are being given these laws?
Do you not understand the point that how does that how does stealing if that came from the beginning of time and all that from God?
Because
Mate.
he didn't make these laws for monkeys. He made them for Homo sapiens, aka human
Oh
beings.
my God, man! Come on, lad. And all right, well, I'll give you that example. I'll give you another one. But
Give me another example.
we're just animals. I think what separates us is our conscience, our intelligence.
You're talking
you look
to
at a
another
dog.
animal, by the way. You're saying we're animals,
does-
but
how
we're having
does-
a full conversation. You have your own feelings. You literally
That's
have
what
your
I'm
own
saying.
self-free will. I mean, that doesn't even make sense, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, the only difference between us animals, I think, the biggest one is the intelligence, the brain. But guess what, man? Look how a dog reproduces. Doggy style. That's the reason it's called doggy style. Like we literally look like
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What I'm trying to say is we're not that special, man. I mean, bro, we're made
Bro, what are you
bones.
talking about?
No, I'm being serious. Like it's a little banter, but I'm being serious. Like we're not that special. They're made of bones. They have a brain like us. I mean, the only difference is that we can speak, we can do all these things, but that's because of our intelligence. They're not that different. It's just the intelligence, man. You know what I mean? So
Intelligence.
And then who do you believe that who do you believe gave you the intelligence of that?
I told you, man, I do believe in a higher being, but I don't think it's the one from religion. Like, bro, you listen to the Quran, they'll tell you this. You listen to the Catholics, you listen to the Christians. It's like, bro, it's just very human interpreted. It seems more like codes. I don't think
Because
like,
of course it's gonna be human interpret when the laws and stuff were made for humans. That's why they're like that, because they're made for humans, not made for monkeys.
No, bro. The Ten Commandments, something like that, they came straight from God, supposedly, bro. Like,
yes, they came straight from God for humans,
exactly.
not monkeys.
Why would God say about stealing or what? That doesn't even make sense, bro. Like
Because
when
stealing is bad. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Yet again, Jeffy,
You might be
How does
the
that make
slowest
Jeffy,
you've ever talked
Jeffy,
to, bro.
can
You
I-
actually might be the slowest.
Can I ask you a question?
Bro.
Do you know what lust is?
bro, yes, bro. Like,
It's an extreme want for something.
yes.
Okay.
What about it? What about it? What about?
So what like okay, you want an extreme lust for something, right? And you go and take it. Lust is a sin, dog. Come on now.
Okay, what about it?
I'm sorry.
He's talking to you, Tim. Timmy, he's talking to you. He's talking to you, Timmy. He's saying, "What about lust?"
Oh, sorry. My bad. Back. So let's
Yeah,
say you have
we
a
comment.
extreme lust for something, right?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the Ten Commandments. Hold on.
I always do. Sure, you know, you probably always do too.
Hold on.
Do you lust for doggy style?
Always.
Bro, what is yo?
Yo, relax yourself, man.
Okay, bro, Jeffy, even but still, Jeffy, bro.
And I get suspended for it. I'm the one that gets suspended for it, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
I get what you're saying, Jeffy. For real, a lot of this stuff is like.
I'm the one that gets suspended for saying I was lust for some doggy style,
Not
bro.
only like not just human culture, but the culture of the people back then.
Yeah,
Especially like the Old Testament. That's
exactly.
crazy.
Dude, Jeffy's so stupid. I'm done playing that podcast game.
You lust for doggy.
What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
He's trying to give back shots to Murray.
Chill out. But still, like, how would
Why do you even bring up why do you bring up dogs and doggy style, bro?
Them giving us laws, like, just like show us.
Nothing to do with religion, bro.
Like Rocky, every time he cracked like
Wait, you said
cracked
what?
that
I didn't
joke, he
honestly
started
didn't-
laughing like a
what's that?
monkey. He was like,
If God was real, how would him giving laws?
Hold up, I'm in stream, bro. I've been streaming for 3 hours, dog.
God probably
I just
See you,
explained the whole
boys.
thing, man. I just said it's all very
Timmy,
human
did you
interpreted.
get
Those
voice
laws.
chat banned?
No,
I
I'm
think
still in.
God is something.
I don't know how he didn't get voice chat. He's the one that said it first. I'm the one that get the voice chat banned, bro.
Like I genuinely, it's like let me try to give you an explanation. It's like the
Do you lust
rat
for
trying to
doggy style?
understand why the
It's a
scientists
bar.
does experiments. Like it's so
Not a
beyond.
bar.
He won't
It
ever
made them
comprehend. That's
laugh.
what I think God is to us. It's something.
Like,
so
this is
beyond
not
our
18 plus, bro. I couldn't even call
but in
people
this case,
stupid.
the scientist is like an all-powerful being.
I
right?
freaking gave Roblox
So,
my mom
like,
ID for no
yeah,
reason, bro.
Yeah.
the
So
rat, yeah.
wouldn't this all-powerful being like have some type of way to communicate with the rat?
You tell me. I don't think a rat will ever understand a scientist. You know what I mean? Or an
But
ant.
couldn't the all-powerful being like just communicate with the rat because he is all-powerful? He can do anything.
He could, but you don't know that. That's what I'm saying. He can. He maybe does. He maybe doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. It's something we're not gonna comprehend ever. Maybe not ever. Maybe when we die. But
bro.
I don't think the God from the religion that seems so human interpreted. That's what I'm saying.
He might have got his little setback a couple years.
Sketching like,
See,
like nah,
actually,
like, it's just like
he's
it just seems like a
stupid.
code created by people back then. You know how people back then were. Like you go back in time, you show them a phone, they're gonna think it's God. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying, bro. But I do believe in higher power, just not the one from religion.
Believe
you know
a
what I mean?
photo of
Allah,
God off
Jesus
of one
Christ,
word.
I don't think it's that, man.
Just talking to talk.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Exactly. He's talking to
that's
talk at this
fine.
point,
That's
bro.
fine. Yeah, I kind of believe that.
Yeah, I've actually never met someone that stupid in my life.
For theists and like for
It's actually so dumb.
Like what they believe is that
It's
God,
like, do you
communicated
lust for doggy style?
to the rats in this example, I guess. That's just simply what he's doing.
He's like,
doggies
doggies and Homo sapiens.
God should have communicated to us
they
in the
like
same
the
way that he
doggy
communicated
style.
to rats, so there wouldn't be any room
And Nathaniel.
because like
Exactly.
if he
I
communicated to rats
He's like,
in
my
that
head
like
looks like a
whatever
milk
kind
dud. I
of way
really
they
like
just know
doggy
there's a
style.
God or whatever Christians believe or whatever animals, right? If they just already believe that kind of stuff, it just makes more sense. Like, why would God write a book about with all these kind of questionable and kind
Look
of
at him,
things that are
bro.
very
Look
easy
at him
to
on my
misinterpret,
stream. Look at his
allegedly
stupid
misinterpretation,
profile
but I think a
picture.
lot of it is kind of explicit.
Let
I don't
me
know,
go see
it's
real
just
quick.
not-
Wait, hold on.
it
Wait.
seems very man-made, like Jeffy said,
Wait.
like honestly.
Don't go yet. Don't go yet.
It doesn't. It leaves.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I genuinely like. I genuinely
What
like.
is he, bro? I've actually never met a stupider human than him, bro.
Like 100% human made, bro. Like
He's actually so
like,
dumb.
it's not even like I'm in 50-50. No, I'm genuinely so
the
convinced
Nathaniels
that
and
we have
Homo
no idea
sapiens
when it
lust
comes
for
to
doggy
an actual
style.
God, whatever that is, bro. We don't even know, bro. Like, what even is that? You know
All
what
he
I
was
mean?
talking about, he was talking about lust every single time he was talking. He was like, "Oh yeah, I lust for doggy style."
I'm so tired, bro.
I'm tired of freaking